sexy. Get it sexy. Hey, Ty, make sure you clean up those toys. I'm going to the store. I don't want to trip over them when I get back, okay?
No problem, man.
Ain't nobody gonna match my nasty. Ain't nobody gonna match my free. Hey! Oh, my back. My neck and my back. Tyler!
Uh-oh. This is gonna be the worst day ever.
You bet it is gonna be the worst day ever, because your butt is mine. What did he say?
Hey, you! Why don't you pick out somebody your own size?
And who are you?
Captain Ty!
Captain Ty's about to get a captain whooping. Take this! Oh no!
Oh, yes!
Man, this day can't get any worse.
Oh, yes it can, because you're under arrest.
Officer Ty, what are you doing here?
Lawn never sweeps, and you're going to jail.
That's right, for trying to hit my baby.
Thanks, Captain Ty. No problem, Officer Ty. I can do this all day.
What's going on? It's your boy King Queso, aka Mr. Sigmatic. Hey, yo, pack your bags, buckle your seats, and get ready to take on this journey with me. All right, so what are we talking about today? This title is Filter Your Feed. I'm gonna get this point right one day, and the video is about the video. All right, so if you haven't noticed, I usually try to post my videos on Thursdays, on Fridays. So what you're gonna see is that I didn't post my video until Sunday, and there's a reason for that. All right, what I'm going to talk to you today, if you look at the background, you're going to see holes. So in the previous videos that I suggest you go watch, we were talking about NAC. We were talking about things where we had to neutralize, amplify, and compress in different areas. I won't go into detail because it's a whole separate video. It's a pretty long video. Go check it out if you want to. But today I'm talking about your energy, your feed, and filtering it. And what do I mean by that? All right, so I'm on my 4th week of doing videos. I'm on my 4th week of trying to make shorts with my family. And today was probably this week was probably one of the hardest weeks because it seemed like everything that could be anything got in the way. But I'm gonna tell you how I got through that, and then how the video became the video. So what am I talking about? Thursday, wanted to do the video, and this time I wanted to include my wife, and my oldest son didn't want to participate in the video in the week before, but it was okay because the video really didn't have to really didn't have to involve him, so it didn't, and it naturally worked. I got a couple laughs, and it was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. This week I tried to incorporate other parts of my family, tried to incorporate my wife, and the day we were about to do the video, she was tired, she was sick, she felt like she was under the weather. I was like, all right, maybe not today, because it just didn't seem like it was working out. We had the ideas, it looked like it was coming together, but it just seemed like it just wasn't working out. I got into my head a little bit, and then maybe it was like, hey, maybe it wasn't meant to be this week, or maybe I wasn't supposed to make a video, or maybe things just wasn't going to happen as planned, and I was willing to accept that. Hey, what's 1 week? But that's how it starts. Fast forward until Saturday, today. I don't know if this video is actually going to come out on Saturday, but I'm making it on Saturday. Out of nowhere, I get an idea. It includes the family. My oldest son doesn't necessarily want to participate in the video, but my wife does. Seems like we're all together, and then my son has a little bit of a conundrum. Seems like he can't get past one part of the video, and he gives up. Now, I'm one of those guys that I don't make anybody do anything they don't want to do, and even though I'm having a whole lot of fun doing videos with my son, I wasn't going to make him do anything he didn't want to do. The video, like I'm saying, the video became the video, so we went and did a couple other things. Fast forward, he gets a little upset but he still wants to do the video. I'm like, all right, let's give it another try. We give it another try, and the video that you see in the beginning of the video is a video that we ended up coming up with. And then on top of that, what you're gonna notice is that my oldest son, who may not necessarily wants to be in front of the camera, end up being behind the camera doing some of the editing, which ended up taking stress, and it was somewhat of a relief on my back. What am I saying? Filtering your feed. What exactly is your feed? Your feed is things that you see, the things that you hear. And I would say, but that's focusing so much on a different topic, is the thing that you intake through your mouth. But let's just focus on the things that you see and the things that you hear. Now, for my son, like I said, most of my videos are going to be something that my sons can go and look back on, but anybody that watching it, they can glean whatever they can glean off of what I'm saying right now. There's insufficiencies and inadequacies and insecurities that everybody has. I'll tell you what mine are. I'm only 5'7". Nobody knows this, except for the people that know me, but I consider myself short. We all have insecurities about ourselves, things that we wish were better, things that we feel like we're not necessarily adequate in, that we wish we could improve overnight, but it's just the way it is. I also have a gap between my teeth. I always wish that I could have changed that, but that's just the way that I am. Maybe I still could, maybe I can get veneers, but it is what it is for right now. I'm short. My hair, it grayed extremely early when I was in 26, and I'm only 40 years old, but it feels like I'm about to go Morgan Freeman in about a couple years. I had things about myself that trouble me, or that bother me, or that I wished were better. It's things that everybody has. Now, what do I mean by filtering your feed? You can't always protect your neck. You can't protect every word, everything that you see that comes that you're forced to have to listen to, or you're forced to have to see. It's then when you can't get out of those situations, when you can't just totally take yourself out of a situation, the next level is filtering your feed. And what do I mean by that? When people come and try to add on top of something that you maybe already have insecurities in, maybe something that you fear, something that you dread, you have to filter that. Everything that you see, everything that is spoken to you, whether it be your imagination or whether it comes from somebody else, it's a seed. And in that seed, you have to be responsible for whether you're going to water it or whether you're going to weed it out. So as a short person, if I would have fed into that, my wife, I don't think she would be mad if I said this, but her family was more into taller guys that necessarily weren't 5'7". If I would have allowed my feed to go unfiltered, I would have ruled myself out of wanting or feeling like I was enough to be able to talk to her. That could have limited my future. That could have stopped me from ever pursuing her and getting to that point where we end up being married, and now we're going on 14 years. Everything that you intake, whether it be through your ears or whether it be through your eyes or whether it be through your mouth, it is up to you as a person to filter it. The more you filter the things that you necessarily don't want to partake, or garbage per se, people drop in your lap, the better off you are. You have to not only be a good knacker based on my video, you also have to be a good gardener. And what I mean by that is, when seeds come into your garden, if you're trying to portray a garden of positivity, you're trying to portray a garden of success, whether you know it or not, there is no complete person on this earth who doesn't have some hole or some section that they wish they could be better. That's the background that I made for today. Everybody has holes, some more than others, some easier to find than others, some harder to pinpoint. But we all have something that we wish we could have been better at. We always have something that we wish we could have did better. We always had things we wish we were born better with, better agility, better athleticism, better just natural IQ, better common sense. There's always something that I wish I could go back and I could change this. But it's some things you just can't control. But what you can control is the future of what you filter when it comes into your system. Case in point, I could have allowed the trial and error of this week to tell me, hey, it's just not working out this week. I usually do it on Thursdays. It didn't work on Thursday. I tried to do it on Friday. My wife was sick. I tried to do it on Saturday today, but video's probably not coming out today. It seemed like my son didn't want to do it. Maybe that's the heavens, or maybe it's just nature telling me not this week. You got to be controlling your filter. You got to say to yourself, okay, I know that this is an upward hills battle. I'm not going to necessarily give up. I'm still going to leave room for an opportunity. And with that room of opportunity, we made the video. It is now 10:43 at night. I felt the need to make the video while I was inspired, while I had the passion. And then my son, who necessarily wasn't in the video, said, hey, Dad, let me see the video. I'll edit it because there's some cool stuff that I can put into it. And the video is going to turn out the way it's going to turn out. I'm actually making the video ahead of the video being edited by my son. But it's all based on your filter. Anytime somebody throws, whether they do it purposely or not purposely, or I don't know what the word is, but accidentally or on purpose, it's up to you to filter it. Some people, when they talk to you, they may or may not know what your insecurities are, what you may be battling at the time. Because I was just watching, I'll wrap this up, that Divorce in Black. Man, was it Corey Hardman or the twins' ex-husband? Anytime he saw something or anytime he heard something, as the character, he didn't filter a goddamn thing. And with everything that whether he heard it, whether he saw it, he took it and then he made it bigger than what it was. There was no filter there. He always thought his Megan Good was coming after him. He always thought Megan Good was cheating. He was sleeping with homeboy way before they were married. Even though he proposed that they get a divorce, she wanted divorce because she signed it so quickly. I know if you look back, we all have friends and people like that. They create their own demise, and when you don't fight enough for them, or when you don't act in the way that they thought you were going to act, oh, it was a setup. It was you all along. You got to watch your filter. And like I said, self-assessment. Self-assess whether or not you have a filter. And then if you don't, work on getting a better filter. And then also, hey, for a companion and for friendship, check to see what your friends or significant others level of filtering is. Because even in that, you'll be able to know what you could share, what you can't share, and even when you do share, the level of sharing and how you actually, talk through the situation, how to go about doing it. I've been with my wife long enough to know that it's not necessarily about the information, it's more about the presentation. The way you present something to somebody is all about how their level of understanding and their level of filtering. And there's going to be more videos where I just add another ing onto what I'm saying, but filter your feed. Accidentally or on purpose, take a look just for a moment. See what you see, watch what you hear, or listen to what you hear, watch what you see, and see what those thoughts and words naturally make you, how they naturally alter how you see things or believe things to be. It's only you that can control your filter. And then when you control the feed of or control how you filter your feed, and from then on, it allows you to also control your imagination, and then it directs you into the thoughts that only you really want to have for your life. Some people on purpose may try to detour you down into doing negative things, and not even necessarily knowing it, or purposely or accidentally, just with the thoughts that they present, the forks in the road, the wrench that they throw the wrench in your situation, and sometimes they don't even know it. because they don't know exactly what you're thinking about at the time. They don't know what's challenging you. They don't know what's bothering you. But a lot of my messages and a lot of the videos that I'm currently making as Mr. Sigmatic is you getting to know yourself before trying to be with or getting to know someone else. Because by doing this, you'll be better off for yourself, and then you'll be better off for the people that you're surrounded by. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll go into detail on another video about how I'm doing with English composition. That's a whole nother idea. I'm actually enjoying the class, but I'll talk about that next week. I was just glad that I was able to put out a video, get through the video, and just be a testament to somebody that's listening that, hey, even though your feed might be telling you, hey, don't do something, filter and see if it's necessarily just a fork in the road, or maybe it's a bump in the road, or if it's a wall preventing you from going through. My situation was a bump in the road, and it might be the same for you. But it's your boy King Queso. I'm out this. Peace.